Have you guys ever wanted to make a map in the original Zombiecraft 2.0 with fully working zombies, barriers, guns, all kinds of stuff? Well, in this tutorial series, I'm going to be teaching you how to make your very own fully developed Zombiecraft maps for Zombiecraft 2.0. What's up, guys? This is Chr0n0Tr, and welcome to part 2 of the Zombiecraft map making series, where I teach you how to make your very own Zombiecraft maps, which are fully functional. I mean, you can even send them to your friends and they can see how awesome you are at making maps. In the first tutorial, we basically installed Zombiecraft and put all the files into Zombiecraft to make it so that we can actually develop maps, and they work perfectly. So that means that when you go into the map maker, you should have too many items, and you should be able to play the maps basically and edit them. But if not, then go check out my first part of the tutorial where I teach you guys how to install it. So this tutorial, or this episode, or whatever you want to call it at least, is just going to be to making the map. So this is going to be a very basic, simple map, and the reason why I'm going to have a whole tutorial series, a whole episode on this, is so I can show you guys how to fully optimize your map so it'll work perfectly and flawlessly with Zombiecraft. Because if you make it a certain way, everything works like it should. Such as you put blocks in a certain way so that zombies don't get stuck under them, or that the barriers make sense and stuff like that. So let's just jump right in. Now, if you followed the first tutorial all the way to the end, you should have a file called dev map. Now you can always, get there's another version of the map where it has a little house and it gives you all the items, but let's just use this one for now because we have too many items. It doesn't matter what we use. So click on dev map, and if you did everything correctly, you should be able to play it. If not, if you click on it and it waits a little bit and then doesn't do anything, then you have to then go back to the episode and watch it all the way through again and just redo everything. But it should work. Okay, now that we're in game, you guys will notice some things. Number one, the Zombiecraft HUD is still showing up. So you still have the wave, mobs, points, and zombie kills. And basically that's it. So, first let me just start off by explaining some things. Number one, technically in the game, we're in day mode. So all the animals are going to show up. In about 5 minutes, we should go into night mode, which, due to the way Zombiecraft is made, it'll be stuck in night mode and loop it. So all the animals will disappear. Don't worry about having animals in your level. They'll disappear. And another thing is, you should notice right away that you can't do anything. Even with too many items opened and you have items, you can't place them. That's because there's two different versions of the game. There's game mode, where you have all the zombie killing, the barrier building, gun buying, and then there's developer mode or Minecraft mode, and that's where you can actually build. So to get into the developer mode, if you have a laptop, press FN, F6. If you're on a regular desktop computer, just press F6. This is the toggle between developer and game mode. Now you might have to press it a couple times because it doesn't work, but eventually, after the second or third click, it should send you in. So now we're in developer mode. So, a word of caution though before I go any further. Whatever you do in this mode will reflect on the final product. Let's say you put a barrier down and you build it in the developer mode. When you actually get the map done and shipped out and in the game itself, you'll have extra points on the board. Those don't go away. So if you build a barrier and you get maybe 10 points, when you actually play the level, when it's done, you have 10 points automatically. So make sure that you don't get any points on accident in the developer mode. Unless you want to. Maybe you want the player to start out with 100 points so they can buy a weapon off the wall immediately. Your choice. Okay, so now that everything's set up, let me just make sure I have my... Yes, okay. So let's start with making the basic map. So I'm just going to make a basic room. It's your choice how you want to do it. But I like to keep it very simple. For a tutorial, I don't want to build this huge mountain military base level. That's going to take a long time. But I'm going to make it a basic, simple room that'll still be fun to play in, but very limited. So how do I want to do this? Also, before I move on, you guys probably noticed I'm stopping between sentences a little slower than usual. I'm actually sick. I have a sore throat, and every time I talk, like I get this scratchy feeling in my throat, which you guys have probably all felt in your lives. So I have to swallow. So I mean, I know it's kind of gross, but I just explained everything. Yeah, this is being sick in a nutshell. But I'm just letting you guys know, so not like, oh, this guy is terrible. And I also might stutter or, mix up a word or something. I mean, I'm feeling like crap, but I wanted to do this for you guys because I know some people have been wanting this. There's only one video on YouTube where this guy actually shows you how to make maps, and I think he's foreign or he has an accent, which is there's nothing wrong with that, but it can be hard to follow sometimes. So I'm doing this so that you guys can easily follow what I'm doing. And it's multiple parts, so if you guys need help on a certain subject, go watch another part. So like I said, we're just going to be making the map. So enough explaining, let's start doing this. So I want the walls to be this. Let's have the floor be tiles. Gonna need some light. And, well, I'm gonna need more than that. Let's get 3 stacks of each. Except for the lights. Oops. Okay. And you guys also notice I have a generic Steve. I actually didn't put my skin on yet because I don't feel like it. So I hope you guys don't mind though. I'm still offline, so. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, so let's start building. So we want to start with the floor. Now how big do I want to make this? Because this tutorial is going to cover everything. I'm going to need space for a lot of stuff. So let's make a 6x6. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you also want to have tools on. This isn't creative mode, so going to have to do all the work manually. Of course, you're not going to need a sword because there's no monsters. Also, when you're finishing getting the map, when the map's done and you create it to a zip file so Zombiecraft can play it, whatever you're holding in your inventory and hands will show. So if you forget to give your player a weapon or forget to take all of the developer stuff away, when the player starts, he'll have like pickaxes and whatever you have in your pockets. Of course, he can't edit the map from the game mode, but it's still kind of, ugly looking. So let me just get this organized, and boom. I'm not even gonna get rid of that. Let's just keep going. Okay. So let's see. Now let's do 10 by 10 just to start. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys will also notice some lag. It's because Minecraft Beta 1.3 wasn't fully optimized, and if you have an older machine such as a Vista, it should work a lot better. Like I have a Vista right next to my laptop I'm recording with, and it's perfect. But then I'm playing on a laptop and it's not fully optimized. So you might see some little lag spikes and all that, apart from Fraps' normal lag. So just be aware of that. Okay, so let's start from over here now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here we just kind of fill it in. Okay. This is the one annoying part, is you have to keep spawning stuff in. And it really sucks. Especially when you're doing advanced maps. Like I'm doing a level where you're in a bathroom. It's one of those Ratman levels where you're like, the world around you is like tiny. Like you're playing basically from a rat's perspective. And there's a giant bathtub. Oh man, you guys have to imagine that. That's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be what, 1,000 blocks by 1,000 blocks or something like that. Those giant tub. Oh man, that's when this gets really bad. But whatever. Yeah, that's not bad actually. That turned out good. Now let's start with the wall. I like to do a barrier. It could always start from here, but that is not what I'm going for. And it's really a darn shame that the developer stopped working on this. I guess I was actually around. Jeez, I was around when this project first came out, and I remember going on their forums every day, the Zombiecraft forums. And it's like, oh, a new update added. Back when they charged for the maps they made. Oh, good times. But yeah, I guess the head developer guy, I think his name was Kane. All I know is he had the picture of Fry from Futurama on for his profile picture. But I guess he dropped off the face of the earth for a while, and people were wondering where he was. And so I guess the other main guys are like, forget it, he's gone. Let's just scrap the whole project. He has all the files we need. And so they quit on it. And then, like, I think a few months after they quit, he came on. He's like, "Hey, what happened?" And you know, he kind of got mad. He's like, "Well, I guess you guys decided to end the project. I drop off the face of the earth for a few days or a few months, and you guys are all crazy." He didn't say that, but so it's kind of depressing. I'm like, "Oh man, this is only, you know, Nazi zombie-like mod we have out there that really lets you be creative and make your own maps." And then they have the new Zombiecraft 3.0, and it's alright. Let's just say that. Okay, let's see. I'm actually going to expand this. Let's expand it by 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is actually going to go out this way. I didn't count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do another 10. And yeah. Now another alternate way to edit the maps is to actually get a Minecraft 1.3 jar and actually play Minecraft 1.3 and make the maps in that, and then just convert it over. So that way you can put, because you can't play signs. I mean, you can play signs, and we're automatically in night mode. So you guys can actually place signs in this, but you can't actually add text to them. I don't know how that works. But I know one guy on YouTube a while back, when the project was still, you know, up and around, this guy on YouTube was showcasing his graveyard map, and he had signs on all the tombstones, and which is pretty cool. You can't do that in Zombiecraft. So I don't know where that guy went. And also, just let you guys know, if you want me to convert any map you have for Minecraft 1.3 into a Zombiecraft map, then I'll do it. I mean, as long as you guys place signs down that's saying, like, zombie spawn here, barrier here, debris block here, then I'll definitely do it for you guys, free of charge. Only thing is I'm going to keep it. I mean, once I'm done making, I'm going to keep a copy for myself. But yeah, I'll make maps for you guys and send you the copy of it. And of course, I'll give you proper credit. So, map converted by Chr0n0Tr, original map creator by some random guy or girl, whatever. This is nice. Wait, hold on. Ooh, this is not nice. Okay, is there where I can increase the brightness here? Well, not where you guys can see. Okay, so it's gonna get a little dark. So we have torches. And I know YouTube can be or recordings can be a pain, where I've seen people play Minecraft and they'll go in a dark area and then you won't be able to see because their video quality is really bad. So I'll just light it up for you guys. The smooth lighting is not on to help kind of boost the game, but and of course all these torches will be gone, or lights, I guess, whatever they are. Light toggle if you want to be technical. So I want to have double barrier over here. So if I do that, so let me add another real quick. Which is good, because it is a little skinny. You want to fight? Here we go. Shut. Perfect. Wait, crap. Nope, not perfect. Let me add one more layer so I can have the wall go around. Just realized that. Yeah, so the problem with me when making maps is I'll start making a map and I'll be like, whoa! And like, I'll go on my iPod and be like, oh man, I'll be typing in like, oh geez, what am I going to add? Let's add this. And I go in game and I get like map creators blocks. I'm just sitting there like, what do I do now? and then the project gets scrapped and it just sits there in the making. Last edited 2008. Whoa. So crazy. I gotta start working on my maps more. And it really sucks because the way you have to convert the maps that it's weird. I mean, you guys will see in the last few parts of the video we actually make it into a map for Zombiecraft. But you have to take the temporary files and make a zip file out of them, and then all this crap. And there's so much room for error. Like I was making a store, like a department store level, and they had like rows of like furniture that I created with blocks, and TVs and appliances, checkout counters, zombie spawn points, bathrooms. And so it was like, oh geez, it was late at night, and I stopped and I saved and quit. I'm like, oh yeah, sweet. And I'm like, I think I had to I had dinner, and I completely forgot about it. And so I went on Zombiecraft and clicked on the map, and basically when you click on a map, if you don't, take the temporary files and make them into a map file, when you click on the map, all your stuff is overwritten. So I clicked on the store map, oh boy, I can work on this more. And then I came on, everything was gone. And I kind of was all like, oh shit. Of course, I'm not gonna, I mean, I was upset, but, and whatever, you get over it. But jeez, it just sucked. Okay, so I'm gonna have, okay, so there's gonna be stairs here. And let's do this one first. Okay, so this is when I get to that part of the tutorial series. This is going to be where the debris blocks are, and there will be a mystery box down here. I kind of did this wrong. You should have. I should have dug down in the dirt instead of raising it up like this. But whatever. I know you guys can't see. Now, I think I'm recording with 720. So you guys should be able to see without lights, but whatever, just in case. Okay, let's add some blocks so we can make the wall. This is where our mystery box is going to go when I get to it. Now, I don't know why, but I mean, I've played the new Zombiecraft 3.0, which is, I think, updated to 1.64. I mean, as far as non-beta. I mean, I'm making this video by the time Minecraft 1.74 is out. So don't ask why I made it so late. I mean, I think I tried to do it before, and it was just terrible, and the audio was, off sync and all that. So, you know what? Let's take off the whole chunk. Oh, jeez, not that. Yeah, there you go. About to hit the wrong block there. Your mystery box is 2 blocks wide, so I don't want to have like some weird. I'm OCD about that kind of stuff. So yeah, so the wall actually goes this way. So I guess how I'm gonna playlist this, because I like to do playlists for my videos. I'll just have in the same tutorial section. I mean, in the same Zombiecraft playlist where it's like Zombiecraft 2.0. Before the first episode, we actually start playing the game. I'll just have the tutorials there, so or you guys can just look on my uploads panel and you'll see. Okay, so oh man, there's no. Let's just have slabs. No, that's gonna. No, let's not do that. Let's do standard everyday stairs, which are located here. Okay, so I want to have a little area where you can just walk up. Now, player's not going to actually see these, so it doesn't really matter. So let's go. Just do it all back here first. Oops. No, that's right. I tried to shift click and it didn't work. So used to regular Minecraft. And how high is that? So that's going to be okay. That's high enough. Let's jump back up and add our stairs. Oh yeah, way high enough. Now there's sneak in this. Wow, sneak mode was activated in this room. Or I should say added, not activated. Let's go about 3 out, and then go in 1, and then kind of expand a little bit. Oh, that's right, I shouldn't do that. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see. Shoot. There we go. Okay, let's go out by 2, because we're gonna have to put the wall here, and go 4 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just get this done. And go out 2. Fill that in. Oops. Well, I guess the second story floor will have different floor tiles. This mouse I'm using sucks. Okay. Basically, this is basically way to use English there. This is basically the idea I'm going for. I'm gonna kind of expand this out so zombies don't jump right up and. Okay. Yeah, so you probably want to have the base block starting off in the ground. Okay, we'll have a barrier here, a barrier over here, and yeah. Of course, I'm going to finish the level. This video will be about 15 minutes long, so let's go. Now let's treat this like a bunker. So let's no windows, no nothing. So we go like that. Go up. Is that high enough? Nah. Let's go 1 higher. I'm going to try to manipulate this so it looks like we're in an underground bunker. Although in reality, as far as you and me know, we are actually outside. But I'll do that in a sec. So it's just, this is going to be the zombie spawn. Okay. And I'm actually not going to add the windows yet. It's the glass. Let me just patch this stuff up. So the barriers, the barriers are 2 blocks high. Basically just a door, but modified to use the, the stuff. Okay. There we go. Not bad. Now basically we just add the ceiling. which is why I went an extra set high, so we could have it so it's above our heads. Expand this by 1 so they can't see that. Okay. What else do we need to do to finish this tutorial up? Well, let's put the fake grass and all that up. So I want to select the grass block so we get, fresh grass. Let's try 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not bad. And let's just keep going until we get to the... You guys can't see. Just realize that. Okay. There we go. And let's go a couple more. Okay, let's go all the way back. You know what? Nah. For the purposes of this tutorial to kind of speed things up and make it more interesting, I'm not actually going to finish doing that because I'm just teaching you guys how to make the maps. I'm not going to go into and make it a full map, but I'll show you the basic idea of what I'm going for. Cover this up. Except for this. This is where the glass is going to go. How does that look? Well, let's make it look like we're still kind of underground. If I had more time, I'd put more effort into it. But because I'm just trying to finish this up, let's just do the basics. So at this point, it doesn't matter if it's, dirt or grass. Now we can add the glass. Now, also be warned that in Zombiecraft, you can actually shoot the glass out with weapons. So don't put glass thinking it's indestructible, because it's not. So just be warned. Okay, it's kind of like barbed wire almost. And just put some up here so it looks like we're still kind of underground. Or maybe we're sticking out of a mountain. You guys gotta use your heads for this. The more you use your head, the more creative it gets. Let's put the glass here. It's 1 block high, so players can't shoot it and jump out. You know what? I'm gonna try to keep this realistic. So let's have the zombies maybe come from behind a dirt wall, so the players don't see them spawn. So basically, the rest of this is just going to be me adding figuring out where the zombies are going to spawn. And I like to keep it realistic. I don't like zombies spawning where the player can see. Looks kind of lame. Think of Left 4 Dead 2. If you played every time, you actually see where the hordes spawn. So you're walking instantly, they just spawn right in front of you. That's lame. We don't want to do that. So let's put a little. So they don't fall off. Give them some more space. Oops. Why not? Okay. That's good. Now we can't see where they spawn. And let me do that for the rest. So like I said, I'm going to trick you, the player, into thinking that you're in an underground bunker. So these zombies will actually spawn from around the corner of some walls. Let's go this way. You guys can't see. Let's go one more. Okay. Let me add the wall for that. I don't want the player to be able to see the light. That is way too skinny for a zombie or a group of zombies to spawn. Let's add some more. 2x2 is better. Now I don't want the player to see the light. I want to give it the illusion that, you know, there's some activity still going on in the bunker, or maybe a light's flickering. So, and this doesn't have to be perfect either. I mean, the player's not really going to see most of this. As long as it's high enough to where the zombies can walk and the player doesn't see outside. So the player's not actually going to see that. And we can leave it open if we want. I mean, it's up to you. You can be more detailed when you do it, because this is just a tutorial series. I'm making the levels. Okay, so the barrier's here, so we can't see. So that's not bad. I just finished by adding the roof. So using our imaginations, using our imaginations, this is where the barrier is, so you can't see past this. That's not bad. Let's add some posters up too. So get a sign, a couple signs, paintings, whatever. And you can also shoot these off with guns, so be careful. Let's get something that would be in a bunker. Maybe. So you have to storytell. Put stuff to where it tells a story. Going for a specific thing, not Pacific. Okay, so maybe this means radiation chambers or something like that. So like I said, I like to be realistic, so we're not going to see where the zombies spawn. That's important. At least for me, it's important. This can be one by one. Of course, it's not where they spawn, though, because they're going to bug out of the levels and be stuck outside. Okay, put up some more lights so you guys can see. Oops. And let's go this way this time. Now let's go the opposite direction. Why not? Okay. That's good. Now this time the torch is going to be visible. Why not add that random element in? So we're going to put the torch right about there. Okay. And let's add the rest. Almost done, guys. Hang in there. Hang in there. This can be unfinished, it's okay. As long as we add the walls. I mean the ceiling. Walls are good, but you want to have the ceiling. And let's cut that little part off so you can't see out. Just to be safe, we'll cut that off. Okay. A little entryway. Now this, oh, I have an idea for this one. More creativity at work. So let's have this one be long. And there's like branches of rooms and zombies. If you look down the hallway, you see zombies pouring out of different rooms. Ooh, that is cool. I mean, for someone who's, you know, that's cool. Okay, so, but now I have to do it weird. This is a wall. This is a wall. End of it is right here. I know you guys can't see. Hoping you guys actually can see. I'm me lighting it up is just extra. Okay. And then there's going to be a wall here. This is actually a wall. I don't even need this back part, but who cares? Okay. This is the cutoff point. Oh, geez. Zombie spawns have to be a little bigger. So, geez, we can have them start from over here if we want. The player won't know. Okay. There we go. What else? Oh, I gotta finish this side. Kind of helps to finish where you started. Of course, I already told you guys I'm terrible at that, so. And they'll spawn out here. Oops. That's the cutoff point right there. Yep. And we're gonna have them over here. The player will think, "Whoa, this whole base is." I mean, if you haven't seen me making this, I mean, the player will be thinking, "This is a huge freaking base. There's gotta be tons of rooms." Until they'll see zombies pouring out, and be like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." But we know better, don't we, guys? Okay, and this guy needs more room to spawn. I'm gonna have some double torches back here. I just gotta finish up. Oops, got some lag right there. Don't want me getting lag all of a sudden. I only have 2 programs open. That's weird. Okay, let's finish this project up so I can move on to the next part. Now, I would be taking a lot more time making these, but in the interest of time, just make this quick. It has to be a long tutorial by now, but I guess it is going to be the longest one, and after that we're good. So I really sincerely hope that my mic is not messing up, so all I'm doing right now is in vain. It has a tendency to do that sometimes. Let's add some little details down here. Maybe some not quite. Come on, where are you? There we go. So maybe like, you know, he was dragging his hands on. But I like that though. Let's move this back here. We'll have that part be dark. This one will be lit. This one will be lit. Now let's look at it from this. That's crazy. Okay, so I think that's about it. We got that, this. We got our barriers, or at least where our barriers are going to go. Outside. That is it, guys. So I hope you guys liked this part of the tutorial. So this is part 2 of the Zombiecraft map making guide. Stay tuned for part 3 where we actually start putting up barriers and placing zombie spawns and stuff like that. So stay tuned, guys, and I will see you in part 3. Thanks, guys. Chr0n0Tr out.